Hey, crypto family, hope y'all been doing good. So it's crazy to see how much Bitcoin has risen today. It's up over 9% to $6,876. It actually touched that $7,000 mark just a couple minutes ago, but now we're hovering around 6,800, and I still can't believe it. I mean, it's risen. We can see if we look at the chart, it's risen today. You can see the high of $6,984, and if we go on the 5-minute chart, it actually nearly touched, that $7,000 level about 15 minutes ago. So Bitcoin is having a lot of these parabolic runs recently. So again, it begs the point to make sure you do take some profit. But looking at the altcoins, it's great to see they're starting to have that same correlation and now starting to have some gains as well. And you can see a lot of them are up a couple percent and some are up 10 or even 20%. So again, great to see. Hopefully y'all held your altcoins, because I know it was hard during that recent downturn that they had the inverse correlation. But I believe we'll definitely start seeing more of these alts rally in the future. But going over some Bitcoin analysis, so if we go to the daily chart, we can actually see I drew that 6,500 level as a resistance for Bitcoin, but we can see once it broke through that, that's when it really started to go for that $7,000 level immediately. But if we zoom out, we can actually see that past that 7,000 level, we're looking at about 7,300. This is the next level that I see is going to be some resistance. We hit it on September 4th, but again, it stayed below that ever since then. But again, recently now, the 6,500 level, I look to be support for Bitcoin. So we're going to have to see what happens. But this RSI is starting to get way overbought. So look for a sharp pullback here. But if we can maintain the 6,500 support, then I definitely see us continuing on to retest that 7,300 resistance. So we'll have to see what happens. But again, always make sure you're investing what you can afford to lose, and always set your stops. And I always recommend, probably taking half profit now and then letting the rest ride. But again, just my opinion, not investment advice. Now, looking at the first article here, this article by Coin News, and it says, Tim Draper believes Bitcoin will grab 5% of the Earth's market share. So as you know, Tim Draper is a big advocate of Bitcoin. He's always been, especially in 2017. And right now, he has that $250,000 price target for Bitcoin, which he believes it can reach in the next 4 years. But again, he believes mainly Bitcoin is also used to disrupt the venture capital business model. So he says, quote, I eventually want to have a fund where I take in Bitcoin and I fund everybody in Bitcoin and they pay their employees and suppliers in Bitcoin. And then I pay my investors in Bitcoin because I would require no accounting, no legal, no bookkeeping, no custody. It would all be done. So again, a lot of bankers do not like Bitcoin because it disrupts the financial system. And Tim Draper, along with many other people, are advocating for that because they love the decentralized concept of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And then he also talks about on Facebook, and he says, everyone knows Facebook is pursuing a $1 billion fund for its new stablecoin, and Draper has been linked to discussions with the company about the initiative. So again, a lot of people are pushing for Bitcoin right now, and you can start to see a lot of backing, and a lot of companies are starting to get into it. So that definitely is one of the reasons why it's rising so much. But again, we're going to have to see if it does have that big retracement as well, because we have been on a rise for the past couple of days. Now, speaking of Facebook, so their new project, if you haven't seen, I talked about it a couple videos ago. It's called Project Libra. Basically, that's their new stablecoin, and they want to have a similar backing to BAT, the basic attention token, where people can view ads and they actually get paid in the cryptocurrency to do that. So basic attention token has been doing that actually for a while now, and they're actually getting a lot of traction. You can see if you look at BAT today, it actually went up nearly 9%. At one point it was up over 20%, but it's one of the coins I think is very good as well, and one that I think will go very far in the future. But basically, senators here are talking about Facebook and what exactly kind of financial information and private information it gets on its consumers, and again, sharing that information. So Facebook has been caught in a lot of controversy with privacy, a lot of things regarding that. So again, the government wants to know exactly what the specifics are of Project Libra and how that'll affect them, especially as they're looking to raise $1 billion for the project to use as collateral to back a stable coin. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Facebook, and again, if there's any tie to the basic attention token or if they just continue to do this on their own. But either way, there is a lot of mainstream adoption going on because a lot of users will be introduced to cryptocurrency through Facebook. So something to definitely keep in mind. And then a positive note here on Cointelegraph is it says crypto wallet secures 50 million insurance for customer crypto assets. It says crypto securities company Curve has partnered with insurance company Munich Re to obtain 50 million in coverage, according to Curve press release. says the new insurance is designed to cover any cases in which a bad actor was able to gain access to either Curve or the customer's shares. Now this is amazing because a lot of companies now, with all the hacking going on, it's imperative that they have an insurance backing just in case users, coins get stolen or their accounts get hacked. And one of the big things that Curve is using is they don't use private keys, which is basically like a user's ID and password are hacked at the same time. Instead, they use a multi-party computation protocol that reportedly does not rely on just one username password combo for accessing secure data. And then Curve also provides one omni-purpose wallet rather than separate cold or hot wallets. So this is all in addition to Coinbase's insurance policy of covering up to $255 million. So this is a great look on crypto. Again, a lot of good stuff is happening in the background, and I think that's a big reason why Bitcoin has been rising so much. There was a short squeeze that we had. A lot of shorts have been continuing trying to short Bitcoin through this rise. Now, I do think we are going to have a pullback here, but again, anything could happen. But with how much Bitcoin has risen, there has to be a pullback sometime soon. So again, we're going to have to see when that happens. But with that, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment if you have any questions, and please subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, thanks for watching.